Yeah, we're live. This is Dave and Johnny live. We're actually live now. What's up, everybody?
14th episode. 14th time we're here.
Yeah. What you got?
What we got?
What you got, Dave and Johnny? Wait, I mean Johnny. Or should I start referring to myself in the third person like Daniel Bryan has now taken to? Which is great because, referring to yourself in the third person has worked very well for one man in professional wrestling.
The Rock?
You know it. It works, brother.
Yeah, it's alright. He's just, very egotistical. With Daniel Bryan, I think he's more of a psychopath, but fine, whatever. He's not a guy you're supposed to like, and I find him very weird right now. So.
It's the new Daniel Bryan to you. The new Daniel Bryan.
Odd little guy. He is, what? He's weird.
He's pretty jacked, brother. Looking huge in that sweater he was wearing on SmackDown this week.
Everyone looks big in a sweater.
Is that a new Johnny North catchphrase? Put that on a t-shirt. Everyone looks big in a sweater.
Oh man, your son looked huge in that wool sweater he was wearing,
My son is jacked.
big arms.
Yeah, almost 17 months old. He'll be 17 months old tomorrow.
Huge kid.
Yeah, he's jacked, brother. What else is going on, Johnny North? You got me this. The reason why we're late, all right, we're late on the show is because you got me a toy and we had to open it up and we had to put batteries in it and we had to unscrew a wire.
You did. I didn't. You did. You wanted to.
Well, you got me a toy. You know better than to bring me a toy before we're supposed to do work here, John.
You and your son.
Yeah.
Your son's not here, so I thought you guys would play with it after when he gets here, but you play with it now.
Yeah, right. So you got me it's like a remote control Super Mario Kart. It's awesome because you know how much I love Mario Kart.
And it's not only the cart, it's also the hover version as well. You can switch it while you're using it.
Switch the wheels with this sweet remote control. I kind of want to put it in action on Dave and Johnny.
Your batteries are kind of not that great.
Yeah, we need to put new batteries in here, but it was working pretty good. Hang on. Is this thing working?
See, I think it's already dead.
Oh, no.
Already need to switch new batteries.
Oh, no.
No life.
Well, we didn't put, we need new batteries. But it was working with the batteries that came with it for a bit. We're supposed to switch out the batteries.
There was some good drifting.
In the cart itself. It was pretty sweet. Maybe next week on Dave and Johnny we'll have a full demonstration of the cart in action, I guess. It's kind of hard to control, but it's fun. I was getting the hang of it.
I can't wait to see your son chase after it. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much, Johnny Norris. What a guy.
I know, amazing.
Amazing.
Best person in the world.
Oh, is that so?
I think so.
Yeah, you're pretty good. What's going on in Johnny North world? There was no, I was disappointed there was no AJ Johnny show last Saturday, right? Wasn't there a UFC last Saturday?
There was in Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yeah.
There wasn't because AJ told me he was with his mom, so.
Oh.
Whether he was or wasn't, or it's code for something, I mean, he was occupied, and that's cool. I was occupied too. I mean, I had a hell of a weekend last weekend, so.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Very busy. You wrestled, 4 matches in 2 days or something? What was going on?
No, 3 matches in 3 days. Actually, it was more 2 matches in one day, and then a match the next day. Friday, I just appeared for main event wrestling, and that was pretty awesome. As I mentioned to you off air, I met Rich Swann.
Oh, right. Richard Swann, former 205 Live champion, right? Was he champion?
Cruiserweight champion, yeah. So that was cool to meet him. At first, I just said hi to him, didn't think much to talk to him, didn't want to bother him, but we're all just standing around the ring apron, and, why not talk to him, ask him how he's doing. Tells me he didn't realize it was going to be that cold because we had just had our first snowfall that day, and he came in his flip-flops. So,
not a smart move by Rich Swann.
No, he didn't think to check. Oh, maybe I should check the weather. Maybe I should, bring the proper gear for this. But yeah, and he's walking around to the Bell Center trying to get in everything. And Yeah, froze his feet off, that's for sure. But he was all cool about it. He's a very laid back kind of guy, very chill. And we talked about, if he had problems getting across the border, because for us Canadians, it's hell on earth trying to get across the border for wrestling. But Americans, no problem whatsoever. And then this turned into us talking about politics and him talking about Donald Trump. And, he doesn't vote for Donald Trump. He doesn't like Donald Trump. And I'm like, well, who would you vote for instead? Like, would you vote for The Rock if The Rock went against Donald Trump? And it blew his mind that I said, he's like, whoa, like The Rock against Donald Trump? And he's like, man, I'm telling you straight up, I don't know if I could vote for The Rock. Honestly, I'm sorry, I don't know if I could vote for The Rock.
Why not?
Because The Rock, he said The Rock's too over the top. The Rock's too like flamboyant, and The Rock with his promos, like as president, it would just sound like The Rock in WWE, and he's like, he could never vote for that.
I like that we're judging presidents now based on their promo ability.
Yep, that's it.
That's fun for me. I think that's good. That's real good. So you had a nice conversation with Rich Swann.
It was cool. Like after, I wasn't all my attire yet. I got my attire afterwards. And he came up to me afterwards with Sami Callihan. He's like, man, you look so freaking amazing. Like, Sami, come over here, man. You see this guy? Now, the problem is I'm all oiled up. And I had not met Sami Callihan at the time.
So Rich Swann is saying how you look amazing?
Yeah.
And he's like, Sami Callihan, have you seen this guy?
Yeah.
Johnny North.
Yeah.
Because you're so jacked.
Right. But I'm all oiled up, and I haven't shooken Sami Callihan's hand yet. Sami got a bit late to the show. And when I went to go shake his hand, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Just, a little pump here. I'm all oiled up here. And he's like, no, it's fine, brother. It's all right. Man, you look friggin' oiled.
Uh-huh.
So that was
So
fun.
you were very oily.
Yeah, I was like dripping completely all in oil. If you saw the photo, which I
Baby
posted,
oil to the gills, brother.
if you saw the Instagram photo I posted recently, I was very oily.
Yeah, I saw that picture of you posted. You're in a black mask. You got no shirt on. You looked so jacked. You look huge. Huge. Go check out his Instagram at Genesis Johnny North.
That's right. See, that's the great part. I didn't have to wrestle. It was just kind of show up. So all I have to do is worry about how good I look. So just get my pump on, and that's it. That was fun. That was an easy night.
Easy night, brother. Good payday?
I got a nice little bag of supplements. That was nice.
A little bag of supplements sounds like they gave you steroids.
No. Just like protein.
Okay.
High carbs. That's about it.
So you were given a bag of protein?
Yeah, it was fun. I haven't tried it yet, though. Because that's a lot of carbs. And this week, I kind of just went low on my food intake.
Here, John. Nice appearance tonight. You looked really oily and jacked. Thank you for appearing at our wrestling show. Here's a bag of protein.
Man, that's freaking awesome. That's expensive stuff, all that protein, by the way. Like,
Such an odd... Only in pro wrestling, folks. It's so weird.
but that,
Like, it makes sense. I get it. I'm like, yeah. But, like, it's weird. You get that, right?
yeah, it's a little off, but it's wrestling.
Gotta love
everything's
pro
kinda
wrestling. Yeah. Everything's kind of weird in pro wrestling.
It's just kind of the norm, actually, now when I think about it. But that was Friday. So then Saturday I was in a charity show, and I wrestled twice. I was in a singles match, and then I got jumped in that singles match. So then a guy came out, and we had a tag match.
Who jumped you? Let me at him. I will choke him unconscious, brother.
You don't know the
I will finish him.
You don't know the dad bods, so
Oh, dad bods? I'll smash those guys. Do they know jujitsu?
probably not.
Oh, it's over.
Anyways, your buddy Andy Ellis, he came out and saved me.
Andy Ellison?
Yes.
Ellison?
I thought it was Ellis, but I mean maybe it's
I thought
Ellison.
it was Ellison.
Either
You're
way.
saying his name differently than what I think it is. A good guy.
Yeah, good guy. Came out, made the save for me. Then we,
Who was booking that show you were on?
him and Jim Prophet.
Yeah, it didn't book me on the show. It's interesting.
He didn't know, like, and I told you this.
There was like...
he didn't know that you were available or interested. And,
Didn't ask.
I told you I only got informed about this show like a couple of days prior, so like,
Yeah.
this was very last minute.
I don't think I was interested, but nevertheless.
Or available even.
Nevertheless.
This show also like started kind of late. It was supposed to start at 6:30. I think it started at 7:30. A lot of people were freaking out because they had other shows to go to, which I heard about on Sunday, that they were late and it caused all the shows to get dragged on late. A lot of drama backstage. But I'm just there, chilling. It doesn't affect me. I just have to wrestle twice, but it's an easy time. Like, going the first match, it was a guy, Kyle Zachary, someone I trained with before. So it was a lot of fun that we finally got to have our first match together. It's just like, this is what I always dreamed was going to happen. So I have to really thank Jeremy Prophet for making that happen. He knew I wanted that to happen. I've always wanted that, and he gave me that opportunity. Meant a lot.
Cool.
Well,
did you go over?
I went over in the singles DQ, and then we went over in the tag. What was great is that there was a lot of kids at the show. It was a benefit for the kids, Taekwondo class. And since there was a lot of kids, we thought, main event, we'll just make it more into a brawl. And when we're brawling around the kids and all that, I'm holding the guy, one of the opponents, for the kids to like hit. And man, those kids were absolutely vicious. Like, the punching and kicking, like, they just swarmed them.
These are Taekwondo students?
Some of them are. Some of them aren't.
These kids are learning how to punch and kick, and then you're allowing them to just punch and kick a man?
Yep.
That's cool. Why, like, I don't want to diss the charity or anything, but, like, Taekwondo?
What's wrong with that?
Well, to me, a Taekwondo school, the parents pay for the kid to take Taekwondo. That's how martial arts works. That's how gyms work. Somebody pays for you to do it.
Right. But they needed some more support, I guess.
Interesting.
Either way, I find
that a bit odd, but that's okay.
I think it's great that we're supporting.
Are you, though?
Yeah.
What are you supporting? A Taekwondo school?
Or a gym, I believe. I believe it's a gym.
Yeah, you're supporting a gym.
Yeah.
So it's a benefit show for a business.
That supports kids.
Well, a lot of gyms have kids programs.
Right.
They don't hold benefits to keep them alive. You know what I mean?
Right, but they could. What's wrong with that?
Well, it's not a charity. It's a business. Anyways, it's okay. We can move on. But it doesn't add up to me. It sounds fishy. That's all I'm saying.
I get it with charities. You'd always question it. I'd always question it too, but the people that were in charge, I trust them, so I had fun. I think the kids had fun. It was interesting, like, the hardest part of that whole match, it was a very simple match. I mean, just let the kids beat them up, then we come in the ring, finish the match. I think I was barely even sweating. But then the kids wanted to come in the ring, because I didn't realize that Jeremy Prophet, early in the show, had the kids come in the ring with him. Just one kid, though. So then, I guess all the kids thought, oh, we'll just come in the ring, because it's the end of the show. And, I did that with that one kid, went around the ring with him, holding him up with my shoulders, yeah. And then I put him down, and then there's like a lineup of kids that want to do this. And I'm like, well, that's the end of the show. Why not, And that lineup just kept going and going and going.
Wait, you paraded like a dozen or more children on your shoulder around the ring, and everybody got a turn to parade on Johnny North's shoulder?
That's right. That happened, yeah.
What a baby face.
I know. But man, I was so blown up afterwards. I was so tired.
Yeah.
That was tough. It was really hard to do that. I had a lot of fun though. And the kids had fun. They can't wait for next year. Apparently they're going to do it again next year. It's going to be a yearly event. So that was fun. It was fun too. Like, I was a heel Friday, face Saturday, and then heel again on Sunday. That Sunday match was so brutal with Savage Paulson. One of the most brutal matches I've ever had. I'm still kind of feeling it a bit.
Yeah, you came over Sunday looking a mess. You were all beat up.
I went to the hospital on Monday just to check.
You did?
Yeah. Like, my shoulder is like all yellow right now.
Oh, I didn't see your shoulder. I just saw your face.
Yeah, I had a bit of a bruise there before. Yeah, that was kind of rough. But my shoulder, I couldn't even sleep that night after Survivor Series. I was in so much pain.
Oh man, I had no idea.
Well, the adrenaline hadn't kicked off yet, right? So.
Okay.
But
Wow.
when I tried to sleep, I'm like, nope, not sleeping. That's fun. So yeah, I got that checked up. It's just swollen my shoulder. You know, it's gonna be fine. Maybe in about a week or so. Doctor said just take Advil and rest. Don't put a lot of heavy weight on it.
What's wrong with it?
There's a lot of blood in there right now, swollen, and like you got to let the swelling go down right now.
What happened?
We hit each other very hard. I took a lot of kicks. I gave him a lot of slaps to the face. It was a very hard-hitting match.
Wow.
And you know, you can't always do those kind of matches. They take a toll on you. So just, you know, gotta take it easy for a little bit.
Can you lift weights with that arm?
Right now I feel fine. It was just that Monday, I felt like my arm was broken. But thankfully, no, nothing's broken, nothing's torn. Just, you know, take it easy, relax. Man, Advil's amazing. I've never had Advil before.
What?
Yeah, I'd never taken Advil.
What do you mean?
Just Tylenol in the past for like.
Oh.
Advil's good, great for joint pains.
Yeah, Advil's good for pain relief.
Yeah, never had to take it before.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It works.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
So that was great.
You're a 35-year-old man. You never had Advil before? What's wrong with you?
I've been mainly pretty healthy. I mean, a broken finger, that's pretty much it.
You never have a headache? You take an Advil?
Oh, you should take a Tylenol.
No, Advil works way better.
Apparently, like, it works for everything. Like,
Yeah.
for your whole body.
I never go Tylenol for a headache. I always go Advil, brother.
I guess I should have.
I'd be dead if it wasn't for Advil, probably. I love that. I pop like so much Advil. You have no idea.
I had one. There was a big down part of this week, though. Like, before I went to the hospital, I wanted to go get some breakfast. And the mall wasn't open yet. So I'm just waiting in front of the mall and the door. And I'm dead tired because I hadn't slept right. So I'm just like crouched down in the corner. And then someone comes over to me yelling like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm just like, what the heck? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm just waiting for it to open. And they're like, "Oh, do you need anything?"
Where were you?
Just in front of the mall, like in Saint Laurent. Like there's a mall in Saint Laurent. I'm just waiting in front of there.
Why?
Because I want to go eat.
Okay. When was this?
This was Monday.
All right.
And she's like, "Oh, do you need anything?" I'm like, no, I'm fine, thanks. You know. And she went in, because there's a Starbucks there. I'm not a big Starbucks fan. I like my Subway. And she went in and she got me like a coffee, a milk, a sandwich. I'm like, no, thanks. I'm
She
like,
thought you were homeless.
Exactly.
So you're sitting outside of a mall, waiting for what to open?
Waiting for it, because it opens at 7.
But the Starbucks is open.
Starbucks apparently is always open.
But the other things aren't open.
Right.
So you're sitting outside of a mall. Lady goes in. She asks you if you're okay. Comes outside.
Yeah. And I look like death. I understand that. I hadn't slept, but man, did I feel like garbage though that happened. I'm like, wow, like I'm on the highest of high for like such a great weekend, and then that happened. I'm like,
you're mistaken for a homeless man.
So I really felt like
God.
Garbage after that.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think she thought you might be homeless?
Because I looked like I hadn't slept, which I hadn't slept. And, you know, I'm just like crouched down in the corner because like I'm tired, you know. So that was why. And I'm outside. It wasn't that cold on Monday, but I guess for some people it was.
But I can see the way you were dressed as well. Like, just the way, you know, you've got like a... I can see it, man. I could see that.
Right.
Unbelievable.
It sucks. It sucks.
If she could only have seen you on, you know, Friday night, looking all oiled and jacked up, as opposed to that Monday morning after the beatings that you've taken over the weekend, sitting, waiting for a mall to open. Why are you there at 7 a.m.? You finish work or something?
Yeah.
So you finish work, you're waiting for a mall to open, you're huddled in the cold, waiting. Lady thinks you're homeless.
It's just because I think it looked like huddling because my arm, I didn't put my arm.
Yo, I've never been mistaken for homeless.
I didn't put my arm in my coat because I was fearful that it, you know, it really hurt. So.
Man.
Felt bad.
Well, you should tell people, "Hi, I'm Johnny North. I'm not homeless." That should be
I should
part
get
of,
like that. My
part of
badge
your
or
introduction every time.
Well, the way I look at it, it's great that we have such great people out there.
Yeah, nice. You didn't take the sandwich though?
I did actually take the sandwich. Why not? Like, I was hungry. But I didn't take the coffee though. I don't drink coffee.
So you said no coffee? Did you took the milk and the sandwich?
Yeah, of course.
And you didn't say I'm not homeless to her.
Oh, I just told her, I'm having problems sleeping. It's okay. Like,
You're having problems sleeping. Why'd you say that?
because it's true.
Because you look bad. Okay.
Yeah, because I figured.
Because
Yeah.
your arm hurt. Okay.
You're having a wonderful time here, aren't you? Like,
Well, did you not think that I would find this story hilarious?
I thought maybe you feel sorry for me, but
Really?
since-
Why? You got a free sandwich. What am I feeling sorry for you for?
Yeah, but the way I did it, like, it's horrible. Like, you should.
You accepted the sandwich, John. You should have said no,
I
ma'am.
said no like 3 times. But he's like, I'll just put it there for you. It's okay. Like on the side, like. So
Wow.
bad.
Wow. I am shocked.
What's our universe saying?
Andy just came in kind of halfway through the story, so he's like wondering what he missed. Basically, to summarize for you, Andy.
We had a great game last night, Andy. Great game.
What?
Cowboys and Redskins.
Now, to summarize, John was sitting outside a mall early in the morning and was mistaken for a homeless person, and a lady bought him a sandwich, a coffee, and a milk. He refused the coffee, took the sandwich and the milk, did not tell her he was not homeless, which was it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. That's a classic Johnny North story right there.
Yeah, I guess.
That is just... That's why Dave and Johnny Live exists, for stories like that. More of that.
I hope more of that doesn't happen, but
I hope it does.
what's Andy
Wow. Homeless person but took the sandwich. Classic. Rob Cluse has been saying all sorts of stuff, man. I see you, Rob. I see you, Franco. Rob Cluse enjoyed to talk about you being all oiled up, which you missed, Andy. You got to go back earlier. Franco says you got to get her some tickets. It's a good idea. You should find that lady, Maybe she's watching Dave and Johnny Live right now. That'd be great.
She had like a kid with her too. Like, man, I feel bad.
She's probably a wrestling fan.
Yeah, you wish. I wish
funny.
wrestling was so worldwide in Montreal.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, big, but I mean, I look at the crowds. I don't know if any crowd. Well, Sunday was good. Sunday was a great crowd.
Okay.
But the other crowds,
Not great.
50 to 60 people. I mean, it
You
was
saw
okay.
you saw AJ on Friday night.
I did. And a little
We
hint.
did discuss it on our Survivor Series post show. You can watch our Survivor Series post show right now on our YouTube channel. youtube.com/ringsidereport.net.
Now, you don't know who he was with, right? He had a date with him?
Yeah, he had a mystery date and you saw her.
Well, I saw
We tried to get the info out of him last week on the show. It turned into a whole thing. AJ wouldn't give up the info.
I saw from above because the whole locker room we could see from like the second floor of the 1909. So I saw he was with someone, had his arm around her. There's also photos of the show. So, I mean, if you look through the photo gallery, you might be able to spot him with her. So,
Ooh.
Yeah,
Where are the photos?
well, they're online somewhere.
All right, you tell me off the air where I can find them, and we'll search through them. We'll comb through them like detectives, and we'll find evidence of AJ and try to get some information. Maybe we'll post it on our Facebook. How does AJ like that?
I think you might have another confrontation perhaps tonight with him.
Yes, the show tonight will be explosive. I can't really think about anything happening in MMA. I don't know what's really going on right now. There's not much.
Tito and Chuck this weekend, no?
Oh, yeah, Tito and Chuck. So we're going to talk about that joke of a fight, and then we're going to try and make fun of AJ for about an hour.
Oh, that'll go quick.
Yeah, it'll be
Fast
pretty
hour.
easy. It'll be pretty easy to do. That's the plan for Ringside Report tonight. It'll be fun. Rob Clue says we still haven't got to the bottom of that, and we need to start tailing him. Which is not a bad idea. Could you imagine if I hired a private detective to follow Anthony around for like a couple weeks, how much would that cost?
I don't know if it's worth it. It's not worth it.
It's not for the show? It'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
We could reveal so much stuff. We'd be like, could you imagine if I did that? Okay, I do that. I have him followed for a couple weeks, okay? And then I don't tell him, obviously. We don't tell him.
Except if he watches this.
And then we reveal it on the show. Like, AJ, I have had you followed for the past 2 weeks. Here's the information that we have come up with. And we just divulge everything that we came up with. That'd be pretty awful. I don't think I should do that to him. But it would be funny. It would be funny for the show, maybe detrimental to his life, which is why I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Although I'm tempted. Follow me for around for a couple of weeks. You'll see nothing. It'll be very boring.
Well, you with a child, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but it's not like, you know, you're not going to see anything weird. But with AJ, you never know. Because he won't tell us what he's up to, you know? He won't give up any information about anything in his life. So it's hard to figure out. I mean, I know a few things, but I don't know a lot. He's very cagey.
Some things he keeps close to his vest, you know?
Andy says he needs a new Netflix show to watch. Help. Narcos Mexico is really good. I've been watching that this week.
I always like Riverdale every week. It's a weekly show, too, so it's quite good to watch. New.
Okay. Narcos Mexico, I don't know if anybody's watching that, but the main guy, Felix, he looks like Jose Aldo, doesn't he?
I haven't seen it. I have to check that.
He looks a lot like Jose Aldo. And if you like Narcos, it's cool because, a bit of a spoiler, but Escobar does show up. Like, the Escobar from Narcos, he's in this show too. Not like a lot, but he makes an appearance and it's pretty damn cool. So.
I know you're not big on superheroes, but Daredevil's the best superhero show to watch on Netflix, without question.
Do not like superheroes. Oh, my dad is checking in. He says the new Michael Douglas show is good for the older folks. No one's trying to watch that. Michael Douglas. Who's Michael Douglas?
He was, I think, the president, if I'm not mistaken, in Independence Day, or is that someone else?
Oh, was he Liberace? Yes? Yeah, backstage is saying, yeah. Michael Douglas was Liberace. You ever see that movie with Matt Damon and Liberace when Michael Douglas is having sex with Matt Damon in the movie?
No.
Oh, man. Liberace was gay.
Okay.
And
you saw him at WrestleMania, right? I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows Liberace. I'm not really revealing anything, you know? And it's like, man, it's a pretty serious movie. It's crazy. You should see it. It's good. It's a good movie.
I think the next movie I'm seeing...
He made him, like, have plastic surgery to look like him. It's super weird. Liberace was a weird dude. But I like Narcos Mexico. Es muy bueno.
Yeah?
Sí. Claro. Alright, you watched 90 Day Fiance this week?
I did. It's quite a bit of drama this week. I enjoyed, again, Fernanda and John working out together. That was fun. She made a lot of nice noises when she works out.
Huh.
Yeah, that was fun.
What do you mean? I didn't even see it. I haven't seen all of the episode yet.
Well, like, I guess a lot of people were watching her because she's, like, the hottest person, like, in the gym.
Uh-huh.
And then John's like, oh, I really like working out with her. I really like all the noises she makes as she's doing squats and, like, she's struggling. And he's, like, trying to pull her up during squats.
He's a weird dude.
Well, now he's trying to introduce her to...
He's 32 years old. He's with a 19-year-old girl.
Right.
A 19-year-old girl from Mexico that he bought breast implants for. He's my age. If I did that, you'd be like, what? I mean, especially me. But if somebody I knew did that, I'd be like, really? This is what you're doing? I mean, all right, but
I just like that.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
They're very explosive together. It seems like they're getting into a fight at any moment. I really think he's going to hit her, or she's going to hit him. Like, that's what it seems like it's going to go. because they get upset over the littlest things.
Yeah, she seems to be mad at him for everything, which is understandable because he seems terrible.
So I feel like
she should go back to Mexico. Es muy bueno.
She might. It just feels like the littlest things set her off. So it doesn't seem like this is gonna work, but it's gonna be explosive in the end. It's fun to watch. Unlike like Colt, like that stuff with him and
Colty.
Oh, that's horrible to watch.
Why?
It's just sad. What's her name? Luciana? Like
I don't know what her name is.
Well, she wants.
It doesn't matter. Sorry.
She wants everything big. She wants the car big. She wants AC in the car. And
more biggie. I want these more biggie.
Always a big fan of that.
Yeah. And she wants everything more biggie.
And he always turns her down for everything she wants.
Well, come on, man. This guy's got a shared bank account with his mother, and he wants to add his wife to this bank account and keep it. This guy is weird, man. They live with the mother. They want to stay living with the mother after they get married. Like, this guy is a weird guy. Weird guy. In terrible shape. You see him? Oh, God. My goodness.
He's doughy, but,
Doughy. Brother, doughy doesn't begin. It's just awful. He needs to get it together. And she is no prize. I don't like her either. I like the car crash that is them, though. I like I like the fact that they're such a mess.
I think it's just sad.
They are a mess. Apparently she got arrested for a domestic thing.
That's kind of surprising.
Fighting each other.
Like, Fernanda, I understand. Like, I highly expect that would happen. But them, like, especially Cole, like, seems like such a wuss. And Dramon and I think Olga, like, they had the baby.
Yeah. That guy needs to relax, man. I saw that. She can barely move. She just had cesarean to get the baby out. She's, like, got all these stitches in her. And he's like, come on, let's go. It's like, whoa. Tranquilo. You can tell I've been watching a lot of Narcos Mexico.
It's all right.
But he needs to relax, this guy. I don't like him.
Well, them too. Like, they're, like, 20 and they had a kid. Like, their lives are kind of messed up now.
Yeah, well, these things happen, okay? You must use protection. If you don't want children, don't have children. Be careful, all right? Be careful out there, folks. Wear a condom. Use birth control. Do whatever you have to do if you don't want children to not have children. If you aren't planning on having a child, don't have one by mistake. Especially, it's a lot of people have them by mistake. It happens all the time, But it happens. And when it happens, you got to deal with it.
Oh, now she has to deal with someone she doesn't even like. I mean, she calls him an a-hole.
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem to be going that well. It happens, What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
But I think the biggest drama, happened with your Samoan guy.
Osuelu.
Yeah.
I like that guy. He took the baby out of the car seat in the car. But the baby was freaking out, and he doesn't know. He's like, oh, in Samoa, it's not so...
on the highway.
He's like, in Samoa, it's not so popular to keep a baby in a car seat when they're in a car. In the States, it's like, whoa, what the hell are you doing? And she was freaking out, the mom,
Swearing at him.
Yelling at him, and he wasn't happy about it because he doesn't know any better. I feel bad for him. More than anything, I just feel bad for him. He's my favorite guy on the show.
Well, then her brother gave him, like, a condom.
Yeah, her brother was, like, all weird, Her brother meets him for the first time. He's like, here's a condom. And he's like, oh, I never used this before, which is a funny line to say. No. And he meant it authentically. He was like, I never used this, but I don't. And the brother's like, yeah, I know, And it's like, whoa, man. This is what you say to the guy the first time you meet him? It was bizarre.
No, the line he said was great. Like, I don't use this. This is for slut people.
Yeah, slut people.
And then they have the conversation, and she's like, no, you got it wrong. You're not a slut. You use this.
He's like, no, this is for slut people. I am not slut people. I guess it's different in Samoa, man. I don't know. Different culture, but he's a charming guy. I like him.
Well,
he's funny.
I'm skeptical about this relationship.
Because he just seems to want to do good for his whole family. He seems all right.
I don't know if it's going to work. It's very
I think it's going to work. I think it is working. I see them on Instagram. I follow the sister on Instagram.
Okay.
And she posts a lot of stuff, and she seems happy with him now. Everything seems to be fine.
Well, then I guess they worked out whatever.
Everything seems to have been worked out, and everything seems to be working fine. Like I thought it would. They're my favorite couple on the show. By far. I mean, I just feel bad for him.
And then there was Ashley and her Jamaican beau.
Yeah.
Like, he openly admitted, like, if I wasn't getting married, like, I wouldn't be here. He openly said it.
So? Well, yeah, that's what he's there for, isn't it?
Like,
he's there to marry her, isn't it?
Like, he's probably going to get divorced in 2 years. Like,
Why?
He said it. Like, because, you know, he's 20. Like, does he really want to spend the rest of his life with her?
Who knows?
He's only doing it to get to the States.
Yeah, I don't see that one lasting.
It's terrible.
Terrible? Is it? I don't know. It happens. People get married and then they get divorced. People make all sorts of choices in their lives, Johnny North. Whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Well, we're just going to watch this car crash of a relationship.
Car crash that is 90 Day Fiance. That's why we watch every week. Although I didn't really fully watch this week. There's too much going on, man. Too much going on. I got Red Dead Redemption to play, you know?
Gotta go kill some more rabbits. Huh?
Not just rabbits, gators, bears. I kill all sorts of animals. And people. And then I rob them.
It's fun.
It's great. Red Dead Redemption. It's my favorite. Should be getting a new PlayStation controller any minute now. FedEx truck just rolling by. Who knows? Who knows what prizes I may get? Alright, we gotta wrap this sucker up. Rob and Andy are angry that we're talking about 90 Day Fiance. We always alienate. It's always part of Dave and Johnny Live, but we're always alienating a segment of the audience because, you know, they're wrestling fans and they don't watch 90 Day Fiance. However, another huge segment of the Dave and Johnny Live audience does watch 90 Day Fiance, so we gotta go for everybody here, all right? All right, Andy, I'm sorry, brother.
It was in the tweet.
Andy's been with Wrestling Uncensored since day one, and he's like, what the hell is this 90 Day Fiance? But it's part of the gimmick. And he's like, PlayStation, no. Well, what's your beef with PlayStation?
Maybe he's a Nintendo guy. I'm a Nintendo guy, too.
I got a Nintendo Switch, but I also like PlayStation. Oh. Andy says Xbox One. But the problem with Xbox One is they don't have this game called MLB The Show. That's only on PlayStation, and it's the best baseball game out there. So, you know, that's why I got a PlayStation. That's the only reason. I don't have MLB The Show yet. I just got Red Dead Redemption. That's all I need for now. But when the new MLB The Show comes out, I'm going to get it, and I'm hyped about it. So, there it is. Andy says they have Player Unknown Battleground. Best game ever. I don't know what that is. You know? I want a good baseball game. And it's PlayStation exclusive, that game. So what am I going to do? You know? When it came, I was like, alright, do I get a PlayStation or do I get an Xbox? Red Dead, I think, is on both, right?
Yep.
And I decided to go to PlayStation because they have the good baseball game. That was really the only thing there. Of course, I have my Nintendo Switch that I love that I'll never give up, but got a PlayStation because I wanted to play Red Dead, and I love it. All right. Any final questions, final comments? Rob wants us to, he wants to know if we have heard about the Cody Young Bucks promotion rumors. I haven't heard those rumors that there's some billionaire, maybe somebody who owns the Jacksonville Jaguars. They want to start a wrestling company with Jim Ross and Chris Jericho and the Bucks and Cody and who knows who else. I heard that rumor. Right now, as far as I know, it's just a rumor. I don't know. I'll believe it when it's real.
Yeah, when there's a news release out there, press release, something. I mean, trademarks have been filed for, which is a good step in the right direction, but it doesn't mean anything's going to happen. WWE files for trademarks. Doesn't mean you get WCW pay-per-views. Though they are doing Starrcade this weekend.
Yeah, which is like an hour long.
Well, like they're doing like a special recap kind of thing.
Oh, of the show.
Yeah.
They're not actually giving us the full show.
No.
It's like a house show that they're recording and then they're packaging into a 1 hour special?
Pretty much.
Weird. Andy says Connor at WrestleMania. I don't know about that.
Well,
Maybe.
It's because of that tweet with Becky, I'm thinking. Probably got people talking.
Yeah, Connor responded to a tweet that Becky Lynch said. He's like, if you ever need backup, I'm there or whatever.
So everyone thinks Connor's going to be in her corner now for WrestleMania. I get it.
Which would be cool. But, I don't know. I think it would be more cool if, like, Cyborg was in Becky's corner for a Ronda match. Because there's real heat there between Cyborg and Ronda. Amanda Nunes or somebody like that. Holly Holm, you know?
Well, let's see Becky get cleared first, because it's still a long road to recovery.
Yeah. And yeah, Rob says, the Connors, he said, when you need proper backup, you know, send me something. And I think he was more referring to his proper 12 whiskey.
Okay.
So I think he was, like, people are like, oh, maybe Connor's saying he'll go back Becky up at Mania, but it could also mean, you know, Becky, if you ever need some proper 12 whiskey, just hit me up and I'll send you a case of whiskey. Because he's got his own whiskey that he promotes like hell.
He's got to pump that, yeah.
Yeah,
Make
so
money.
that might be more what it is. Might just be promotion.
A lot of it is, right? Just talk.
And Andy says the Cowboys got lucky last night.
Hey, 3 takeaways, man. You know, but hey, you're playing your backup quarterback. I'm not surprised.
I hear that, and all I think of is Red Dead Redemption. My Cowboys are always lucky, killing everybody and taking their loot. Gold nuggets all around.
It's going to be a fun end to the...
You think football, I think Red Dead. Murder. Franco wants to know, I have a Pro. A Pro what? A PlayStation Pro? Yeah, the PS4 Pro, the one there? Yeah. I got the Red Dead PlayStation 4 Pro bundle. The terabyte hard drive gimmick.
But it's no multiplayer yet, right, on Red Dead?
No. Anyway, Rob says they were lucky to play a game against a terrible team. Is that so? Who'd they play?
Talking about the Redskins. Redskins are actually like first in the East, actually, but okay, fine. It's going to come down to the Cowboys and Redskins in the end. So, that was a big game.
Where are they in football? It's like almost over?
No, they still got another at least 5 weeks.
Oh, yeah? See how little I've... Like, I have no idea. I thought football kind of just started now.
Well, Canadian football's ending this Sunday. We got the Grey Cup this Sunday. But yeah, I'm sure you don't care about that.
I could not tell you who's in the Grey Cup. You know? Do you know?
I think it's Calgary and Ottawa, if I'm not mistaken. You know, it's funny, Roman Reigns...
Oh, wow. Watch a football game between Calgary and Ottawa. Nope. No thank you.
Roman Reigns used to play for the Eskimos.
Good for him. This is the end of Dave and Johnny Live. Who's my baseball team? The Yankees, of course.
Well, it was the Expos.
Oh, it was the Expos. Oh, Andy says he's a Washington Nationals fan. And yeah, I've talked with you about that before, Andy. I don't like the Washington Nationals because they were the Expos.
And you still include the Expos as part of our history.
Yeah, which is like kind of unfair because they were stolen from us and taken over to Washington, and I don't like that. So I kind of hate the Washington Nationals because they're a stolen team. Stolen from me, given to DC for some reason. Don't like it. And I've always kind of liked the Yankees, you know? Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio. How can you not like the history of the Yankees? So, you know, when the Expos left, it was all Yankees, but yeah. And no, I'm not an NBA fan. I don't really care. I don't really care about any other sports other than fighting, baseball, pro wrestling.
That's very informative. It's nice to know.
There you go. That's the end of Dave and Johnny Live for this week. Listen to Wrestling Uncensored tomorrow night, Ringside Report Radio tonight on TSN 690, and so on and so forth.
Peace.
Peace be unto you. We'll see you later.